Hi, this is Heidi. I'm going to be reciting John chapter 4, verses 1 through 6, and a recitation series through this amazing book. If you're interested in the other videos in this, you're welcome to go to my YouTube channel, Heidi Bashor, and there's also some other memorization videos and hopefully helpful tips on memorizing. I'm always looking for more ways to memorize, and I'm going to give a little tip at the end of this video as well. So if you're interested in that, then stay tuned. I'm just going to be doing John chapter 4, 1 through 6. So this is the beginning, and each of these chapters are pretty long, but it's a really good journey. And so here we go. When therefore the Lord knew that the Pharisees had heard that Jesus was making and baptizing more disciples than John, he left Judea and departed again into Galilee. And he had to pass through Samaria. And he came to a city in Samaria named Sychar, near the parcel of ground which Jacob had given to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there, and Jesus, being wearied from his journey, was sitting thus by the well. It was about the 6th hour. Now, okay, so here's this memorizing tip. I'm always scouring for anything that's going to help me memorize better and help me help others memorize better. So I have been learning some things about repetition and about the diminishing return on our memorization over time, and the importance of timed repetition and the amount of time in between. So on my normal memorizing journey, I've just been mostly doing it in the morning when I go running or when I'm exercising. And exercising is a great way to get the brain juices flowing. And if you haven't tried that, a lot of memorizing experts talk about doing some kind of physical activity will help get things going. So probably sitting down is not the best, but anyway, so standing up, walking around, running, exercising in some way can help. But that I've been doing that, but I pretty much just do it once a day, and then I might do it at night before I go to bed. But these things that I've been learning are saying that studies have shown that there is a diminishing return. And so after about an hour of inputting something, that we tend to lose at least 30% of what we just memorized. And that's pretty depressing, but I believe it because the next day when I go to do something that I thought I had already learned, there is a much smaller return on that. And then they say that by in 3 hours you've probably forgotten more of that, and by the next day you've probably forgotten 70%. And that can be kind of depressing, can't it? It kind of stays in the shallow part of your brain if you only use it for one period of time. So they recommend after about 15 to 25 minutes of intense new material, then take a break, do something else, and then go at 45 minutes later, half hour later, or even an hour later, and repeat it again. And do it, a few times, or even 30 times or so in that little section. I only memorize one verse at a time, and then I review and repeat it and review, repeat it and review. But anyway, then after 3 hours, to do it again and repeat it. And it doesn't have to take more than just a few seconds. I can recite Psalm 1 because it's in that deeper part of my brain in less than 30 seconds. So what better use of time than to have God's word be flowing through me? So, and then by the next day, you shall have retained much more, and repeat it again. And so this is a really great tip, and I've been utilizing this, and it's been helping me. And and even with my kids and teaching them, and with the children at my church, working with them, I've noticed that the more time they have in between their work, the quicker they forget it, even kids. And so it's not about our age as much as it's about the amount of repetition. So anyway, I hope this is helpful, and happy memorizing.